Welcome to Matt Freeman's Bass Bunker. I'm Matt Freeman. Okay, as you can see, we're not in the bass bunker today. I'm actually on tour with Rancid. I opened up for Green Day on their Saviors tour, along with Smashing Pumpkins and Linda Linda's. It's going really well. All the bands are doing great sets every night, and we're having a lot of fun on this tour. Okay, so today I just thought I'd go over some picking techniques that I use to practice, practicing when I'm at home or on tour, and just show you guys sort of what I do. Okay, so when I'm on the road or at home, I try to practice every day. I brought this bass out to practice on the road. I've already done a video about it, changing the pick plate to, from white to black. And actually, I changed it back to white because I thought it actually looked better. And as you can see, the tone knob's missing, and I'm gonna go into that in a minute too. We had a little bit of an accident. Okay, so I always practice with a metronome. I just always do that. I suggest you guys do it too, whether you practice in scales or whatever you practice in. Metronome's gonna just make your time. It's gonna focus your head up and it's gonna be good. All right, so I got this set for about 120. And so I just start off with scales, usually. All right, and that sort of stretches my hand out. And then I'll do some alternate picking. And you see, I don't have an amplifier set up, and there's a reason I do that too. I've talked about this before in other videos. I used to practice without the amp all the time because I actually didn't have an amp. So that actually is really good for me because it made me get a good tone out of the bass. And if you're practicing at home and you don't have an amplifier, it's actually not the worst thing in the world, because if you get a good tone out of the bass, I don't know if you guys can, how well you can hear that, but you see, that's like a really pure note right there, okay? Anything that comes off this, you know, through the jack and into the amp, is just gonna be amplified by the amp. So if you're sounding like that, like really clanky and stuff, and it's just gonna like sound clanky in the amp, it's just gonna be louder. So, you know, getting a good tone out of the bass is sort of essential. Okay, so now I set the metronome to about 110, and I'm gonna try to do some downpicking, which everyone thinks is easy, but it's really hard. Try playing along to Ramones record sometime and doing all downstrokes, and you'll see how hard it is. Okay, here we go. That's double time. Yeah, that's hard. So, yeah, I can't do it that fast. But if you practice to a metronome, you'll just get, you know, you'll be CJ Ramone before you know it. Okay, another thing I like to do just for fun is like to put the metronome like really fast. Like I got it about 150 right now, and then just see how fast I can sort of do hammer-ons until I, you know, get off the bass, or just, you know, just like mess around, you know. I suggest you guys start off like really slow and just build up to speed. I mean, that's the way to do it, but I'm just gonna have fun right now. Okay. All right, so that's just, you know, like me messing around, but practice should be fun. You know, it really should be fun. So it's just good to, like, you know, it's good to learn your scales, you know, get your time down, but, you know, also have fun doing it. I also want to talk about this bass. For those of you followers of the channel, you'll know that I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. I changed this white pick plate out to a black pick plate. I sort of like the white better, so I put the white back on. Apparently I didn't tighten these screws very well, because this one on the jack fell off a couple days ago. I was on a day off, and so I was in a hotel room and I didn't have another nut, so I took the nut off the tone knob and I put it on the jack so I could put the jack in there, and I had to remove these screws, do all the stuff, and now the tone knob is completely sunk in there. Okay, so I don't have a tone knob, but that's okay because it still works. And the beauty about Fender P-basses are, if this happens at a show and it sinks in there, you're gonna be okay because the electronics aren't that complicated in there. So there you go, not perfect, but that's why you practice. As always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.